This is 6 short songs about Night Attack. Get it at awtfy.com. That's AWTFY.com/hello.
One word. She says, hello.
Skyscraper fever. Skyscraper fever. Who's got skyscraper fever? You got skyscraper fever.
Hello.
Put your mind at ease. Learning sailing related issues.
Whoa. Hello.
Tortilla taco seasoning. Tortilla taco seasoning. Tortilla taco seasoning.
Hello.
Hooker, possible hooker, sitting on Waikiki, asking what you and me are doing tonight.
Hello.
Have you ever double banged a woman with your dad? Howdy.
Hello.
Rock them jumping off a thing and then rescue families. Got one leg, it's harder now. Skyscraper, get it in your life.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, hello there.
Hello.
Is it Tuesday night? It must be time for Night Attack, bringing you the best of the worst of the internet ever since 1776. Hello, you beautiful people. I'm Brian Brushwood, live in Austin, Texas, after a very long, busy, extraordinary day. Joined as always by my BFF and OAK. It's JRY, Justin Robert Young. How are you?
Oh, good God, Brian. I'm very happy to be here. I've previously been miserable for all the years we've been doing the show, and today I've finally broken out of my funk, and I'm now pleased to be here.
You know, I picked that up over the years, and I'm glad you brought that up, because for the past 8.5 years, I've thought quietly, man, I think this motherfucker is totally miserable. And I think it's because he's never seen a softball game from the vantage of a lobster tank. And I'm wondering, what's it going to take to make this guy happy?
Well, shit, Brian. Wow, this is a real thing. It's like we haven't set this up. I actually literally just came on this set from watching a softball game in a lobster tank.
What? No, wait a minute. You were in a lobster tank? Why would you be?
I was in a lobster tank, and I had rubber bands on my hands, and they were very confused about why I was there. Next thing you know, the softball game wraps up. A nice little 6-inning affair. Let's not get too crazy about it. I decided to come on in here and do the podcast, and you fucking nailed it. I'll tell you what, I have no idea why I was so miserable the last 8.5 years. This is a great show.
Well, I'm thrilled to hear that you weren't disappointed, that it didn't fail to live up to expectations or anything. So it sounds like it had a fantastic day.
Oh, man. Tell you what, living the dream out here. Brian, it wasn't as amazing as what I saw on your Twitter. You had a hell of a weekend. Obviously, the Modern Rogue exploding. You guys, the new Modern Rogue puppy that is out there in now in your possession firmly. But to christen the episode. Wait, is there not?
I mean, as far as I know. So here's the thing. I mean, you sign a piece of paper and they say it's pretty much yours. And you're like, well, what does that mean? And they're like, whatever, we'll see. And it's not like I keep waiting for robed figures to come in and do the Stonecutters song or whatever. But that never happens. But whatever. So as far as I know, it's ours. And we finally saw Diamond Club Studios. And we shot not in those, but we shot a segment in the dilapidated proto kitchen that is, I don't know, everything is mid-construction and...
in a room on the property.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shot in there.
It definitely sounds exactly... It was perfect. We did an episode on blood spatter analysis, and we had a special guest from bunnyears.com. We had Macaulay Culkin join us, and we did a little thing where the conceit was that I asked Jason to write a murder movie for us in which Jason Murphy and Brian Brushwood solve a crime, but Jason Murphy would be played by Macaulay Culkin, and he delivered.
And now, by the way, this is like Home Alone Macaulay Culkin. This isn't like some SoundCloud rapper named Macaulay Culkin or something like that.
No.
It's the real deal.
If it was a fantastic impression that he did of an adult Macaulay Culkin, who, by the way, Mac is how his friends refer to him. Mac, super cool. The crazy part was, number one, when we shot all the Modern Rogue stuff, super cool energy, super giving, super like just down for whatever we were doing, fooled me very badly with a magic trick that made me very upset. There was a brief moment we were making hydrogen, and we were able to get 1.5 balloons. The red one filled up most of the way, and then the orange one filled up halfway. But then at some point, everything's overflowing, and there's like chemicals going everywhere. I'm like, I got to take this outside. So I go outside. And I come back just in time to see Mac with the with the orange balloon that was half filled, and he inhales it, and I freeze, and I look, and then he starts talking in a squeaky voice, and I think, hydrogen's not the same as helium. Is hydrogen deadly? Did he just? Is this on video?
Did I just kill Macaulay Culkin?
That's and I look to his eyes, and I look to Jason Murphy's eyes in desperation, and I was just like, is that okay? And everybody's like, well, why wouldn't it be? And I'm busy thinking like, because I don't know if it's okay or not. And then they reveal that apparently the moment I left, and apparently this got caught on video, but the moment I walked out with the stuff without a word
For like 10 seconds.
you describe it, because I was not there.
So Brian for some reason picked something up and took it outside.
For some reason being deadly chemicals flowing out from it all over the place, and me taking it outside.
So he took it outside for about 20 seconds, and Jason and Mac have this like ESP between each other. And so Jason takes the yellow balloon that they had just filled up with hydrogen and puts it over here and gives Mac an empty yellow balloon. And so Mac's like, okay, got it. And he blows it up, and he waits until Brian comes at the very last second. This takes place in like 15 seconds. Brian turns the corner, and then he does it. It's masterful.
I was terrified.
You were very shocked.
And it hit me very hard that, I am a liability magnet, and now I've made one place for everybody to do dangerous stuff. It was scary and very funny.
I mean, like, hell of a way to kick off owning that property, though, if you killed Macaulay Culkin. Like, that would be... That's one for the Wikipedia. Your Wikipedia immediately gets a new section. Macaulay Culkin death is right there.
Well, and this wasn't even at the property. This was still at the warehouse. We hadn't even moved the property for the day. This would have just been a black stain at the end of our sublease at this warehouse.
Yeah, dude. No. It was anyway, it was great. He was great. I'm really excited. We got 2 episodes. If you're not familiar with it, bunnyears.com. Jason has been reading all of the articles. And of course, the crossover is that Bunny Ears started hiring a bunch of the Crack.com alumni around the same time that I hired as many as I could, which is to say one. And then it's great. The ASMR article that Daniel O'Brien did with, it's an article it's a text-only ASMR experience by Daniel O'Brien, and it's that alone is worth the price of admission. Read all of that.
Awesome. Well, hell, man. What's going? Anything else going on? Anything else what's happening?
No. We closed on the thing. We shot over the weekend, and then today there were 2 podcasts I did. I did Patrick Beja's podcast where I guess I'll tell this story. So Patrick Beja, who we love, is French, and
he has other things going on.
I mean, but in Brian's defense, he's mostly French. Like, he's smart and he's got a couple podcasts, and he used to work for Blizzard and everything. But above all else,
he's French.
Pretty fucking French.
And so he asks me, he's like, hey, I got this podcast where we try to understand other people. And I don't put it together until we're about to record it. But he's like, you're a libertarian. Explain that. And I was like, yeah, sure. No, whatever. I'll talk. You're a friend. You're great. I trust you or whatever. And then the podcast starts. It's like, hey, welcome to the show where we try to understand people who are literally insane and we can't possibly understand what they represent or what they're going for. And then so I spent an hour trying to explain libertarianism and as I understand it. And that's the other thing, man. It's like, man, I'm I ain't a man of libertarianism. I'm a fan of libertarianism or whatever. I described it as not a place that I believe exists, but like a gravitational well that sort of draws me in general towards it. Anyway, I think it was pretty good. But somebody...
So wait, hold on, wait. So like he was just like probing you like a zoo animal, like no, but
Yeah, you know what it was?
If you like that, then why are you doing this?
Imagine a podcast version of being at a party and somebody's like, so you're a libertarian. Well, then how is it, why is it that in podcast
gotcha.
form and you spending most of the time you're like, well, I don't know about that, but I think that people shouldn't hit each other. That's my position. It was that in podcast form. It was
I
actually
love how libertarianism has become this kind of like really negative thing. When I was growing up, it just kind of meant like the people that talked too long during a party about their political view. Like it's like they were always just the weird nerds, and then at some point they became the menacing nerds.
there was something, I forget which part it was, but he was trying. You hear some arguments a few times or whatever, and he says, well, how do you solve blank? And I gave him an answer. He's like, oh, hey, okay, that makes sense. And I said, now, if you really wanted to get me, you'd ask me, oh, what about slavery? What would I have done about the slaves? And he was like, oh, wait, yeah, no, that's a good one. How would you have handled slavery?
Nope, you can't. I took it. I took that one. You have to think of something else.
And so I don't know. It felt really delightful and really on the same page. And I hope nobody hates me. But it was great. And then,
well, hell,
yeah. And then I did.
Was that Phileas Club or?
Yes. What's Phileas Club mean?
Fuck if I know.
Oh, okay. It's French.
Beja's podcast where he has people. Well, he always has people from all over the world. That's like his thing. Is like he's got people all over the place. It's a very international, cosmopolitan kind of podcast where many people from many different philosophies enjoy. In the tradition of the French salon, just a volley here and fro of ideas.
Why are you laughing, Bryce?
Because it was a very funny thing he just said.
I know. I think it was accurate. That's exactly what it is.
It was Brian Brushwood. That was not funny.
Oh,
I'm quitting.
sorry.
No.
Hey, man. You know what is funny is that somehow we have over 1,000 people keeping us alive, like floating our boat, keeping us showing up every Tuesday, trying to make the comedy and telling the truth as we see it in the world. Honest to a degree that we don't even give our own family. That's what Night Attack is all about.
That's true, man. I don't talk to anybody in my family. Like, fuck, they can all get fucked forever.
Some motherfucker from your family tried to talk to me, and I was like, I'm sorry, are you a patron? And they're like, well, no, I'm Justin's brother. And I said, do you go to patreon.com/Night Attack? Do you pledge? He said, I do now. And then we had a delightful conversation. It's about libertarianism.
Yeah, exactly. You hear that, Eric Young? No, hey, patreon.com/Night Attack is where you can support our show. If you want to support this show, you can go to patreon.com/Night Attack. Best part about it, way I figure it, is you get a special RSS feed. Now, the cool thing about this RSS feed is that it's yours. You have to protect it with your life. Should it ever fall into enemy hands, you will be docked severely financially.
As a matter of fact, true fact, along with this RSS feed, you are given what looks like a silver dollar, but in fact has a poison-tipped needle. If you are captured and you feel at risk of the RSS being stolen from you, just bloop, bloop, and then night. It'll be fine.
Boom. Yeah, you'll die, but the secret will live on.
Yeah.
And that's really what's important. This RSS feed is so important to you because you can get not only the show itself, but also any of the bonus stuff that we put out there, up to and including the pre-show and the post-show that comes out to you before anybody else. Nobody else gets a sniff of this good-ass shit unless you are a patron at patreon.com/Night Attack.
You're goddamn right. More importantly, if you are a new patron, or you up your pledge, then that means you have a chance for us to possibly make fun of your name and try to make it funny as we talk about it in a little thing that we like to call...
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Night Attack new Patreon name chant corner hour.
It's an hour of it. Hey, man, I saw a name, and I thought, I know that name. I thought I know that name, and it's really weird that that person is pledging just 2 hours before we went live. And
Wow.
I thought that person would have already pledged. And I checked the address, and the address says, I don't know what you're talking about, but the name definitely looks familiar. So you tell me if this little name rings a bell. Somebody
Okay.
named...
Jesus Christ.
His name is God+JC@gmail.com. It says some account that he has.
They share an email? And wait, does the Holy Ghost get the login, or does he have his own?
You're like, God, are you offering multiple pledges under different names? No, might as well be, though. It's Michael Lipton. On the rocks.
Michael Lipton.
Do you recognize that name? You know who Michael Lipton is? He's a friend of the show.
Oh, I don't think he's a small beer. I don't think he's a medium beer.
Go on.
He's a tall beer. It's funny, we actually just rewatched that episode on the Night Attack Rewind this
With
week.
Michael Lipton.
Michael
Michael Lipton.
Sticking to the bits.
Michael Lipton. I don't know why I was doing the SNL.
You always go to Don Pardo.
Lipton.
Musical guest, The Killers.
And featuring John Hooks.
Thank you, Michael.
A digital short from the Lonely Island.
And now, Steve Gutenberg.
For some reason, I want them to play it.
Y'all ready for this?
What you're saying is the only thing that could make Jock Jams better is if they overlaid
With
Jimmy Pardo.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, man. Thank you, Michael Lipton. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Hey,
Lipton's.
Michael Lipton, you're a great guy. We should hang out, and you should bring more beer that will knock us out.
You were about to tell a tale about Michael Lipton. Why don't you just go ahead and tell that very short, less than 1 minute story?
Well, Michael Lipton, he's a fan of the martial art renegade.
Yes, of course he is. It was taught at the compound before I bought it, and in fact, Mac Daddy 509 was the entry code.
The thing is that Diamond Scoop was really the originator of it, but Michael Lipton has made himself quite a name.
Yeah, no, he's got on the rocks and he goes, Babcat, Michael Lipton, Babcat.
Now, his nemesis, the Crimson Zamboni, would tell a different story, of course.
Yeah, he would say, oh, I'm going to run you over with my Zamboni. Let me just lock this into fourth gear. Tatuma. That's my catchphrase.
Yeah, hey, you're goddamn right it is. But Benito Boom Crash finally brought all these sane minds together so they could work out their problems.
They did. They call it the Lanina Accords. And they all signed them.
Yeah, well, that was until Cheesy Bob vomited on the paperwork.
Yeah, and that's where they figured out that they didn't have a backup. But then Seven Isu says, you guys should have had a backup.
And they did. Good night, Australia.
Yo.
Hey, everybody, thank you so much for subscribing. Of course, twitch.tv/Night Attack. If you already have Amazon Prime, and I bet you a bunch of y'all motherfuckers got it because of that Prime Day shit, everybody needed to have Prime so they could buy all those cheap spatulas or whatever. You can go ahead. If you have Amazon Prime, even if you don't have a Twitch account, head on over to twitch.tv/Night Attack. Just hit subscribe. If you have to create a Twitch account, it'll take you 5 seconds. You can do it on your phone. But once you do that, you can subscribe for free. It's use it or lose it money. and we call dibs. So if any of these other assholes are saying, where you want? No, dibs.
No, we call
Remember,
dibs. We call dibs on all of it. Plus,
So
also,
go ahead
you'll
and
be
check it
stealing
out.
money from Jeff Bezos.
Twitch.tv/Night Hit subscribe if you have Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Yo, boss, we got a game tonight. We
Yeah.
gaming.
We got a game from Thomas Wadman, who put this game together, and thank you to Nick with the C for the title of it. We're going to be playing a little game called Law Wars. Oh, that's a good bit. I did not hear that sound, or someone picked it out for me. That's
What
very
is that?
good.
What is that from? What is that? Hold on. Let me hear it again.
want one more time?
That's got to be from some movie, or I think that's the sound of a siren.
Yeah, Craig says it's from Star Wars.
That's right. This is the Imperial Alert / Siren Alarm on YouTube.com.
Yeah, but where's it from?
Man, Star Wars.
I think it's probably from The Goonies.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so you guys are going to be playing a game against me today. One more
Good,
time. Thank
finally.
you, Thomas.
Sick of people trying to turn host against host all the time.
Yeah, man.
So Thomas has pulled together a list of 20. Is that right? 20? Is that even right? 20?
No,
or
I say
22?
no. We say no. Final answer. Lock it in. The
Good
answer's
answer,
no.
Good answer. A bunch of laws from around the world, half from the United States of America,
Half from France.
international.
Oh, whatever. France. They're all France. They're all. In fact, this is Patrick Beja's game, isn't it? This was his revenge for me talking about libertarianism.
Yeah.
His final move. You got us, Beja!
So I'm going to give you guys 2 laws, an A and a B per round. And
Okay.
you have to tell me which.
A stands for America. B stands for Beja.
You're gonna have to
I got
tell me-
this. No, don't think I'm not ready for it.
You're going to have to give me which one is the international
Is the
law.
Frencher of the
Okay.
two. Got
Justin, do you understand the rules here?
Yeah, no, I'm into it. Whoever eats the most French bread wins.
So you'll get a point if you correctly identify.
Smells like jerky. Watch the pre-show.
You'll correctly get a point if you you'll get a point if you identify which is the correct U.S. international law pair. It will be one U.S. law, one. What do you like that?
Babcat in the chat says show title is already libertarianism. No? Okay.
Not really. And if you get the pair right, I'll give you a chance to guess what the international country is for a bonus point.
Okay.
And you guys will defeat me in my evil plan if you score more than 7 points in this 10-round game. So here we go with round 1. You guys ready for Law Wars?
Yeah.
Let's do it. By the way, Ethereal Vision says, get fucked, Patrick Beja. You can't even say that to the friend. They'll be like, they start smoking a cigarette. Like, in my country, it is not a big problem to get fucked. We all get fucked.
We love the fuck.
This is American puritanical idea. They get fucked, bad thing. And then Charles de Gaulle pops out of a cake.
Charles de Gaulle.
Pops out of a cake.
Is he still around? Is he still with us?
Nay, in France, we do not have these things death. It is, we live forever.
All right, so here's your first round. Here are your two laws. A, is it illegal to A, it is illegal to drive with an uncaged bear. And B, a pillow can be considered a quote passive weapon.
Okay.
So you need to tell me which one of
clarify,
these. Okay.
both of these are real laws?
Yes.
Okay, and one is an American law, and one is, I'm not going to say French, not
an
American.
international law.
International.
Yeah, that's
International.
And by international, you don't mean it's like
It is
like,
outside of the
like a
United
war.
States.
Okay, another country besides the United States.
Yes. And you need to give me which one is the international law. A, it is illegal to drive with an uncaged bear. Or B, a pillow can be considered a, quote, passive weapon.
Well, I mean, I'll bet you it's old outside of the good old U.S. of A's borders that are regulating the pillows.
No. Okay, the
You
drive.
don't think that they're out there saying like, well, of course you can't have guns. And in fact, I would say that we need to regulate the pillows next.
It seems to me like this is a case of they just wanted to arrest someone and they needed an excuse. So they're like, a pillow, it's a passive weapon. You're like, what does that mean? Like, like in the, didn't you watch One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? And you just smother them, like a... maybe it's not intended as a weapon, but it can be used as one.
Okay.
It's passively.
I'd love to see that exact argument in a court of law.
How would
hold on, may I?
smothering someone to death be passive, though?
Your Honor, I understand that you may think my client was attempted to murder someone carrying a pillow around, gripped between his two big, strong hands. Oh, shit, this is an Australian law.
Australian law. Australian law.
All right, here we go. All right. Broden, please don't kill him with that pillow. It's not a weapon, but it's a passive weapon. I pass this accord. I'm Broden v. Broden, Australia. That's my guess.
All right, I'm gonna say we're final answer. We're calling our shot Australia with B. We're saying that A is right here in the good old U.S. of A.
Okay. Your answer of B being international is...
That's right.
Oh!
That's all there is to it.
You're going to get 1 point for correctly identifying that was an international law, but it is not Australian. It's German. It's a German law. It's from Germany.
Broden.
The uncaged...
Why are you German all of a sudden, other Broden?
How many Brodens are in this scenario?
It's I don't know. As many as it takes.
It's a constant stream of Brodens.
I'm sorry.
He's replicating at tremendous speeds.
In this scenario, he says a Broden.
Broden?
A Broden.
Brodenhagen.
Brodenhagen.
All right, so you guys have got 1 point. We're going to move on into round.
Do you want to do crystal meth at the rave, Broden?
Round 2. A. Traffic police are required to report all bribes that they receive from motorists. Or B. Biting off someone's limb will result in 1 to 20 years in prison.
Oh, this makes me sad for the world.
Yeah? Because 20 years is too
Because
low?
No, because these had to have laws written about them.
Well, one of them is here.
I know.
One of them's in America.
That makes me sad.
I mean, can we agree for both? Good laws.
Solid laws, I think.
Solid laws. I mean, a lot of these laws might be a little silly, but these ones, I'm giving them a thumbs up.
I think if you tell me, hey, you got to bite off someone's, I just bit off someone's limb, I think you should go to jail for up to 20 years.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think they're great laws. I think that's not enough time. I mean, unless you're a shark, 20 years is like, I mean, how do you bite off a limb if you're a human being?
All right. Oh, look. Oh, I'm sorry. Law and Order Brian is here. Fucking running for the Iron Fist of Austin. I'm sorry.
Fist of Austin?
I mean, look. All right. You got a party. You're hanging out. You have a few too many. Next thing you know, you bite off your friend's arm. Like, that should be in and out a year. Time served. Come on. We were all 16 once.
What do you think? Okay, so let's say, okay, Brian, hold on. I want to go down this road.
Here's what I fear, and I don't even want to talk about it because we're a comedy show.
Okay.
But since you forced my hand, like I can only. What do you bite off a baby's arm? You can't get. How do you bite off a limb as a human
Bite
being?
off a finger or
I think that they might be counting like fingers and
fingers
stuff.
and toes,
Oh,
noses,
like
ears.
Oh, you know what? Then that's a just law, and I think that belongs in America, and I hope that's exactly right. If, biting off a pinky,
Well,
1 to 20
I mean, but
sounds
that
right.
being said, police officers being required to report the bribes that they receive, I mean, it sounds silly because it's like, no, we need an orderly way to do it. But basically, it's saying that you can't, if somebody attempts to bribe you, you need to report them for attempting to bribe you.
Yeah, but it seems like you could just kind of roll your eyes and be all like, get out of here. Go, what are you doing? They should have that right. I think
You're saying
The right to not report crimes?
That's the
Bribery is
handle
illegal,
of how
Brian.
to handle a bribe.
I mean, you don't have to take the bribe, but you really have to just ruin the. Plus, also, like, what if you misinterpret? What if you're just like, oh, here's my license. Whoops, all my money fell out.
That's
And then-
definitely a bribe.
well, I mean, but what if it was a real accident? And what if you're not sure? And then it's just like, well, do I report this or ruin Brian Brushwood's life because this definitely happened last week or what? Hypothetical.
And you're carrying a sausage pizza with extra sausage.
Yeah.
What if you said, oh, geez, I can't find my wallet. Look, I have this can of peanuts. Can you just hold that can of peanuts? Actually, while I'm looking for my wallet, if you could just go ahead and open up the can of peanuts. And it was a gigantic snake, a coiled snake that was made of money.
And like, Listen, I'm sorry. He probably knew I was a gigantic fan of coiled snakes. And then when this happened, I think he wanted me to accept these in lieu of the speeding ticket.
And
So,
I can't quite believe that, Officer Prankster Man.
Can it not be a bribe if it's funny enough? Can you funny your way out of it being a bribe?
I certainly have tried. Not with bribe, but certainly tried to funny my way out of sticky situations.
All right, wait, hold on. Did you really bribe a cop, or
No.
did you do the
I bribed him
the
with
get out of jail free card thing?
comedy. The get out of jail free. I mean, I
Okay,
bribed
it's
him
not
with
bribing
comedy.
out of comedy. It's just talking nice to the cop.
Yeah, but I mean, normally I charge a lot of money for that kind of comedy, so it's kind of pretty much a bribe.
Yeah, does the officer even know you guys don't even do free shipping?
Well, okay, that was unfair and a low blow.
It's expensive. It's a premium
We
product.
hear that a lot. Thank you.
Sorry. I don't need an answer. A or B. Traffic police are required to
So
report
you
all
think, you think
bribes.
B is America?
Or B by
I
someone's
would
leg.
like to believe B is America and A is not.
I'm with you. Want to know what, Brian? I feel like I'm gonna ride your hot hand on this game because I think that you got a way of smelling these laws out. Law dog, Brian Brushwood.
Old laws. Smell your laws. That's what I say when I introduce myself to people.
Smells like a law to me. The law dog.
I've been doing this for 19 years. So one more time, you said A is American?
No.
No, B is
No,
American?
no. B is American. A is not.
Okay. Your answer of B, or of A being international is...
Oh. Yeah, you know why? Because everybody international, they're dealing with bribes all the time. And at some point you have to say, hey, how many here are holding up your fingers that have not been bitten off if you received a bribe? And then everybody holds up their fingers and they're like, knock it off. We're passing a new law. Now you have to tell us. You can still take them because we're international. Also, this law is...
So I'm getting. So how I'm going to do the bonus is both Brian and Justin, you're going to get a chance to pick the country. So you get effectively 2 guesses.
All right, Justin.
Oh, I believe that this is Romania.
It's Indonesia.
Ooh, not quite.
Xiaomi.
It's South Korea.
Oh, South Korea.
That's fine. We
But
still
you're at
got
2
those
points.
We got
You're
those
still at 2
points.
points.
That's
You're
good.
still at 2 points. Okay.
We're 2 for 2. 2 for 2.
We're going to move on to number 3 here, as I realize I forgot to update the graphic. Number 3, A. It's illegal.
No way. No way.
What?
Go ahead. Read it.
Oh, okay. It's still on here. A. It is illegal for donkeys to sleep in bathtubs. Or
Also, by the way, Xiaomi's Chinese. You're officially racist.
that was a lose sounder, not a.
Officially racist. Bryce Castillo.
It was supposed to be a lose sounder. Whatever. All right. Hey, it is illegal for.
Losing his boner at being called a racist. Bryce Castillo.
A. It is illegal for donkeys to sleep in bathtubs. Or B. It's illegal to hold a salmon under suspicious circumstances. Tell me which one, A or B, is the international law.
Justin, I don't know how to react to this.
Oh, all right. Brian, bring me your vexation, and we will deal with it henceforth.
Well, I mean, number one, how does a donkey sleep in a bathtub? And under what situation does somebody say, you know what we have a real problem with here in this province / community? And likewise, more importantly, under what circumstances would holding a salmon be suspicious? I think that's the more important one.
Well, so obviously we are getting into what are often referred to as archaic blue law territory, right? There's a lot of these things that were passed for dumb reasons at some point, many times small towns or what were at that point small towns, that you had old Shifty McGirt who was like scaring all the kids with his salmon, and next thing you know, the parents are like, Shifty, can you stop scaring all the kids with your salmon? And he's like, it ain't illegal. It ain't illegal to bring my salmon in front of your boy's face. And next thing you know, they pass a law. Shifty has to move to Cleveland.
Shifty, wearing a trench coat, walks up to playing children and says, hey, you want to see my pinky? And they're like, what? What do you mean? And he just waggles this live salmon.
Salmon?
La, 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 la. Gotcha, kiddos.
This obscene
Another one for Shifty.
And then they capture him, and they're like, "We've been hearing you've been showing your pink stuff to all the kids." He's like, "It's my salmon. That ain't illegal."
Well, my grandpappy suspiciously ran a salmon in front of children. My pappy did, and now I will. The third, Shifty McGirt.
Shifty McGirt the third.
Yeah, my fish-related japes have been my family's game for many a moon.
You know what?
Which is so weird. Shifty's your given name. It's not even your family name.
Nope, we've been named Shifty for as long as I can remember. The scales of the fish hold a million realities.
Are they the justice scales of the fish?
The scales. Only through the scales of a salmon can you see your true justice. That's why I gotta teach these kids by waggling it in front of them when they're not suspecting it.
I'm sorry. So by waggling it, you educate the children by facing the horrific reality of the scales of justice.
I teach them the only lesson they need to know, that the multiverse is real and we are in a branching path of infinite possibilities. Waggle, waggle, waggle.
See, what's so wrong about the waggle? Now, maybe if he's putting it in a suggestive location, but
maybe he's referring to the swimming upstream against the tides of injustice. That is the epic struggle of every human being since the day they're born.
Sure.
We are forever beaten back by the tides of time, which bring us to our ultimate demise. Anyway, look at my fish, kid.
Ew, a fish. All right, I need an answer. Is it A, which is the international law? Is it illegal for donkeys to sleep in bathtubs, or illegal to hold a salmon under suspicious circumstances?
I think what Justin described is so uniquely American and misunderstanding. I think as Justin portrayed it, it is a fine and just thing to hold a salmon. It's a big misunderstanding. For all we know, it's Mr. Furley, and everybody misunderstood why he was holding that salmon, and then they passed a law for it. And Mr. Roper was very wide-eyed. So I'm going to say that's the American one. And that
B is America and A is international.
A is international. Gentlemen.
Get that ass out the tub.
The original law says "dad ass." It got mistranslated to
Get
donkey.
that ass out my tub.
Oh, your answer of A being international is... Since you get it wrong, you're not even going to get to guess. Well, you can guess, but I won't give you points for what you think it's illegal to hold a salmon under suspicious circumstances law comes from.
I think it was used. I think there was some country that couldn't afford guns, so everybody was pretending like they had guns by holding salmons as though they were machine guns under their...
So they were in a time period where guns existed and were known about.
Yeah, but they salmon were plentiful and guns were not, so they were...
The funny thing, though, is that they were actually putting it in their pockets so people would think that, like, oh, is that a gun or are you happy to see me? And Sven is like, it's a salmon.
Is that specifically the country that you think?
I think it's Sweden or some shit.
Sweden or some shit. I think it was Argentina.
It was the United Kingdom.
Nope. Was it
fucking split the difference?
I think between the two of us, the average pretty close.
Yeah, that's true. All right, this is number...
Wait, do you have the story on why this law?
Nope.
Okay.
I have no stories on any.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be doing all the lore writing on this episode.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Shifty McGirt, this is the natural accent of Cromwell.
Round 4.
Governor.
Governor.
A. Oral sex is illegal unless it's used as a form of foreplay. Or B. A pickle cannot legally be considered a pickle unless it bounces.
Oh boy.
I need you to give me A or B, which is the international law.
I guarantee you this much. B is one of those one of those freaking like Switzerland cheese laws. Like a cheese wrapped in wax is not a fromage to homage. Thou shalt not.
Number one, I don't even really think we got to spend a lot of time on this one. If it's a sex law, it's America. If it's
if it's a food classification law, it's European. Yeah, agreed.
It's fucking that one is definitely France.
Yep, France.
In fact, America, France, lock it in.
Also
$500
specifically
on the
written by
line.
Patrick Beja. The B stands for Beja.
Okay, so your answer that B is the international law is
You're fired. Get out of here.
I don't understand this world.
the oral sex law comes to us from Singapore. The pickle law comes to us from the great state of Connecticut.
Fucking Connecticut pickles. Those motherfucking Connecticut pickles. They gave us two things. Fucking Massachusetts and pickles.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck? All they're good for Connecticut is bouncing pickles and kicking the whalers out of
In
town.
fact, that's my new thing. Are you from Connecticut? Why don't you go bounce a pickle, you
Hey,
fucking...
go bounce a pickle, you piece of shit. Hey, fucking, I don't care. How about you're a Connecticut Yankee and go fuck yourself, Squirt. Really old reference.
Fucking go...
Round 5. A. If an elephant is left tied to a parking meter, the parking fee must be paid just as it would be for a vehicle. Or B. Children are required to salute passing cars. Which is the international law, A or B?
Well, Justin, do you want to pick A and be a racist? Or do you want to say that B is definitely the international one?
I mean, hey, it worked for JFK Jr.
Hey, oh, God, I just got it. That's terrible. That's awful.
Too soon?
That's legitimately terrible.
If an elephant is left tied to a parking meter, parking fee must be paid just as if it would be for a vehicle. Or children are required to salute passing cars.
I mean, I'm going to say A is American.
Come to consensus between it's
Justin.
I'm on. All right, Brian. Give me your gut. What's your gut instinct?
I mean, my gut says is that here in America, children don't salute a bunch of cars, and I've never heard of that, but that seems like something that someone somewhere else would do. But meanwhile, also we don't have a lot of elephants taking up parking spaces. So, but also we had P.T. Barnum, so maybe that makes perfect sense.
I'll bet you fucking P.T. Barnum. That's the shit they didn't. That was too real for the fucking
you know
movie.
what?
Where he's like,
I'll bet who
I
it
got
was.
an elephant, and I'll park it. That's a loophole, see? I can park it for free on the street. I'll just tie it to the meter.
I'm
The
P.T.
smartest man on earth, P.T. Barnum.
No, I'm P.T. Barnum's little brother, Petey. Petey Barnum. And I do what my brother did, but lazily.
Tie up the elephant, jackwad. I'm trying to make out with a bearded lady.
All right.
So
where did that get you?
yeah.
America. A stands for America. B stands for Beja.
All right. You're saying B, children are required to salute passing cars, is an international law, and your answer of that is
That's right.
Oh!
that's
Man.
right.
Who would have to salute cars?
For bonus, can you give me the country of origin?
Ecuador.
No.
Ecuador is incorrect.
It's Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Italy.
This is Italian as fuck.
Italy?
Italian AF.
Italy is also incorrect. It's
Mamma
China.
mia! These cars are going unsaluted.
This one I actually do know because I wrote this one in when I was editing this game.
You wrote this law
Yes,
when you were
I wrote this
in
law. I
China.
went to China.
You got very upset when you were in a car and nobody was saluting you. So you ran for parliament and you introduced legislation to right this wrong.
So
The true thing is, you did look upon the salmon and gaze upon the branching paths of time. You are a law writer.
So the idea was to help curb traffic accidents. You would teach children early to salute cars that were passing so that they would stop and not run out in the middle of the street where traffic laws are more lax.
That actually, when I was a kid in Norway, that was the thing. Like, it was law that if you were on the side of the street and you wanted to cross, and no matter how old you were as a kid, you could put your hand out, and it was
signal.
law that everybody had to stop. So if you put your
interesting.
hand out, you had authority over them
You had the
as
right
the
of way.
passenger. And so that was here in America. You would do the ding dong ditching. You'd ring the doorbell and run away. That was what everybody, the kids did
they would
in
make the
Norway.
sign, but
they
never
would go
walk.
up and they go like hee 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 after they stopped and then run away. Yeah.
Mischievous. All right, you guys are only at 3.
Wait, hold on, wait. Where was it from again?
It was in China,
Yeah, China was the.
but there's an echo of it that I was familiar with in
Got
in
you.
Norway.
And I forgot to say-
So that would be where you would play Xiaomi.
Xiaomi. Oh, damn, that's right.
Xiaomi.
That's on me because I forgot to do that. The elephant law from Florida.
I'm sorry.
Florida.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Fucking P.D. Barnum.
P.D. Barnum.
Which is where, I'm just saying, the clown college.
Yeah.
There.
Closed, right?
Is the clown? Oh, I think it is closed now. Yeah.
Well, certainly the circus is.
The circus is closed. Oh, I don't know. The clown college might still be around.
maybe the college is still around.
Is the Barnum and Bailey clown college still around? Please.
It
write
is,
it.
but
P.O.
it's just
box.
one dude who says, "Ready for your final exam?" And he waves
Yeah,
a salmon at you.
Oh my good lord! you have international clowns going. Oh no, you can't do that. They let you do that over here?
Your final hazing into the clown fraternity. Take a look at this elephant. You gotta park it somewhere.
But you only got 75 cents. Oh.
See you tomorrow, Frosh.
Round 6. A. It is illegal to kill a sick person by frightening them.
Jesus.
Or B. Mustaches are illegal if the bearer has a tendency to habitually kiss other humans. Which is the international law, A or B?
Oh. Okay.
All right, hey Brian, real question. Who do you think's more into mustaches, America or the rest of the world?
I mean,
Oh, good question.
I think there was a hot minute that it was America, like in the 19th century, right? Like pretty much 1850.
We were
to-
like really into
We were-
fucking mustaches for a while.
Right, and also I saw that movie Dog Bites Man where he scares an old lady to death, and I think that's baked into the French DNA. So I'm going to say A is the French one, and it's definitely French, and it's definitely written by Patrick Beja.
No, the French champagne. I will. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. Yeah, mustaches are illegal if the bearer has a tendency to habitually kiss other humans.
That's USA.
American is apple pie. It's illegal to kill a sick person by frightening them.
French AF.
World French.
FAF.
French specifically.
All right, your answer of A being international is...
Oh.
Come on, double points. Double points.
Come on, be
double
French.
points.
Please be French.
Please be French.
It is not French. You get one more guess. It is illegal to kill a sick person by frightening them. It's not
Is
French.
it France?
Is it the regions of
French-
Alsace and Lorraine, which have passed between French and German custody several times over the past 200 years?
No, it is not French.
Is it French Guiana?
No, it is not the territory of French Guiana.
Is it French Polynesia?
Okay.
That was the comedy boner wilting.
You're gonna kick yourself for this one. It is illegal to kill a sick person by frightening them in Canada.
What? French Canada?
Well-
Why you got me
The
again?
whole country of Canada.
No. Well, I don't even know why they'd make that a law. They sent all their funny people here.
The mustache law is from the great state of Indiana. Indiana is where that law comes from.
Okay, you know that this was not a widespread problem. This was one problem, and it was Lawrence. Like, fucking Lawrence.
Classic.
Yeah,
Lawrence.
old leering Lawrence.
Leering Lawrence. Him and his fish scales on his face.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, it's been 5 minutes. Who's ready for a kiss?
Lawrence.
Lawrence,
I don't want to
look,
kiss
man, we
you.
don't mind that you're constantly looking for smooches, but that gross thing on your face, my goodness.
I'm just saying, once I'm done here at the saloon, it's kissing time.
Okay, you guys have 4 points, and we're about to enter round 7. It's close. You need 7 to win this game.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, we better hurry.
Yeah, but there's also bonus points in play. So, round 7. A. It is illegal to roam the streets wearing black clothes, felt shoes, and black shoe polish on your face, as these items are the tools of a cat burglar. Or B, one-armed piano players must, by law, perform for free. A or B, which is international.
Wow, man.
This is one a little heavy. It is illegal to roam the streets wearing black clothes, felt
I
shoes.
feel like that second one's gotta violate an ADA law.
Yeah. It also sounds like the reason we have an ADA law. It sounds like the reason we have that backlash. I'm like, hey guys.
Wait a minute, are all these laws still around?
I don't know.
All right, they just were laws at some point, or they're not enforced or something.
They were probably on the books very recently. The note that Thomas told me was, I did not really look this up very well.
Okay, B sounds American as hell, right? That sounds like something that was on the books just as Deadwood was incorporated, and then they last minute took it out, or
yeah, it's like some frontier shit.
Yeah. And
like,
also, A does sound like, that sounds Italian, where it's just like an Italian person.
That's like some Fellini shit.
Yeah, and it's like you're all quiet, cat burglaring, jumping from rooftop to rooftop, and you're like, ciao, baby, I got your Da Vinci. That's me.
Oh, is there a genuine Italian person in the room?
Yeah, no, he says, he had that song, he goes, I'm the cat man. Biddy bop bop biddy bop, and then he steals your thing and then runs away.
Oh, noted Italian folk song. I'm the cat man.
The cat man.
Meow, 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 meow. It's where the phrase
meow, 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 meow.
burglar comes from. Meow, 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 meow.
He was part cat, but he could speak.
Man, this seems 100% legit.
One more time. A, it is illegal to roam the streets wearing black clothes, felt shoes, and black shoe polish on your face, as these items are the tools of a cat burglar.
Renaissance.
Or B, one-armed piano players must, by law, perform.
Yeah,
Old West.
I'm with you, Brian. B is American and A is Italian. There's no other place than Italy that would.
Or France. Or France.
do something like
Dude,
this.
let's cover the spread. Whatever. You want to go France? Or you want me to go France?
Oh no, it's Italy. It's Italy.
Oh no! It's actually France.
Okay, hold on.
Is it France?
One thing at a time. Which one is international, A or B?
I mean,
A is international.
Your answer of A being international is...
That's right. That's right. That's right.
All right.
All right, so now you've
I'm
got
gonna
one
go.
extra point for the bonus.
We can't allow a France to slip by us. Hitler said that, and so should we. Like, we've got to cover France at all times. All right.
All right. So you go France.
Yeah. Even though in my heart I think it's Italy, but you're gonna go Italy.
Yeah, I'm going Italy.
Okay, I'll take the hit on this one.
Okay, your answers collectively of Italy and France.
Both right? Oh my God.
Are
You're fired. Get out of here.
incorrect.
Xiaomi.
It is illegal to roam the streets wearing black clothes, felt shoes, and black shoe polish on your face, as these are the items of these items are the tools of a cat burglar in Australia.
No way.
Australia.
I'm the cat man, Broden. I got big, strong hands. I got big, strong hands. I'm the cat man.
Oh, do you? Okay.
No.
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. Go, keep going. All right. Oh, the one-armed piano player law.
Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow.
I love how like it starts and everybody steps back like it's radioactive, and then somebody gets seduced, and then they contribute a little bit more, and before we know it, there's a goddamn Stephen Cogswell song.
That starts right now.
Red IQ in the chat says,
Wait
with
until
my big,
next week's
strong
intro."
shoe polish.
With my big, strong shoe polish and my
Go
quiet,
ahead
quiet.
and please apply your black shoe polish and your felt shoes as you prowl the streets with your big strong hands.
All right, round 8. Here we go. Here's my thing.
Yeah.
Round 8. A. Citizens may not publicly remove bandages.
Oh man, that should be universal. That's gross. That's gross.
Or B. The harassing of Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and other undiscovered subspecies is a felony, punishable by a fine and/or imprisonment.
I'm gonna say B's got to be American, right? Is the that kind of cryptid even referred to as Bigfoot or Sasquatch outside of America?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, like I know in Australia they call him Yowie. In Asia they call him the Yeti. So that seems uniquely American. So the publicly not removed bandages. I'm thinking back in France when they're cutting off all these hands and whatnot. You got all these
Biting
peasants. And they're cutting off heads, and these headless former aristocrats are like trying to tend to their bandages, and they're all like, "Don't do that, Marie Antoinette." So I'm gonna say B is America, A is France.
I'm with you. Let's go.
Okay, you're saying A is international,
Yep.
that you may not publicly remove bandages, and your answer is
That's right.
Wait, that it was France?
no. It's international. This is a
Okay.
two-stage game, Brian.
Okay, well, yeah, I got excited.
A,
I got excited.
France.
Yeah.
A is not France. You get one more guess.
French Guiana.
Is it Belgium?
It is not Belgium. The citizens may not publicly remove bandages in Canada. Canada.
Fuck them. I'm tired of them. Anybody
sorry.
else tired of Canada?
No,
Just asking.
Man, okay, you know what? I'm tired of everybody calling Canada America's hat when really America is just Canada's crotch.
Then what's Mexico?
Its feet.
Canada's the crotch?
Also, not only is Mexico Canada's feet, but it's clad in illegal soft velvet black shoes. And Canada's
That's
covered
shockingly effective sound to shut us up. Like I shrink back into my chair when you play that. It's really good, actually.
Round 9. Round 9. Here we go.
And by the way, as Eli's birth points out, Brian, tell us what you really feel about NAFTA.
my circuitous route of political espionage is finally revealed.
Round 9. A. Taxi drivers must pay royalties if they play music in their cars for paying customers. Or B. Policemen are allowed to bite a dog if they think it will calm the dog down. Which is the
Got
international
a feeling I
is
think America
international.
has stronger copyright laws just in general. And so I'm going to say A is America, B is international.
I don't know, man. We haven't had cabs. I guess we have had cabs as long as everybody else. Yeah, all right. I'll back your play. Go for it.
So to confirm,
Yeah.
you're saying that
A is American.
A is
stands
America.
for America.
And
B
B
stands for
International.
France.
B stands for Bangladesh.
Beja.
All right, your answer of B being international is
Yeah.
correct.
Oh, no. Yeah, you heard the Brody quest and thought it was a good thing. It's a bad thing. That's why it's the punishment.
fuck,
and don't
God
get
damn it.
Brody.
Fuck.
You don't want to get
God
Brody.
damn it.
If only you had like a bit that you've been in
that we had done for years
Done for
and years and years.
a really surprisingly
And
long
what if you
amount
had
of
like
time.
played it like specifically to the brother of a Coppola, and then in the middle
Or,
of an
or
interview?
an
do
episode.
have we played this game when you look into my face? Look into my face.
Do you have a guess on the Texas
How
driver royalty
many
law?
different realities we live in, smashing against each other like so many balls in a lottery hopper.
I'm gonna say A is China.
Ah, interesting. It's not China. Justin, what did you think it might be?
Oh well, what would you play?
Hop on.
Japan. No, this is actually Finland.
Oh,
Finland.
super racist.
Jeez,
So
uptight piece
racist.
of shit.
All right, now-
I'm Finn.
But what would you play to indicate we were wrong, Bryce?
you're wrong. I would probably say
Xiaomi.
Xiaomi.
Whoa, well that's inappropriate. It's Finland.
Oh my goodness.
It's Finland.
All right, final round.
Final round. How many points do we need?
You need one more point. Actually.
Oh my God.
You really
Oh my
like.
God! Here
Holy
we go.
cow,
Cut
what
the
a
radio.
squeaker.
Also, by the way, as people are pointing out, Patrick Beja actually lives in Finland. So
Oh, doggone it.
That's right. He left France a long time ago. All right. Final round. Round 10. A. It is illegal to wear a fake mustache that causes laughter in church. Or B. An ashtray is considered to be a deadly weapon. This is for the whole. This is for the whole game. This is for the orphanage. The orphans wanted to kill him. If you don't get this right.
I'm sorry?
Oh yeah, the orphanage.
Oh.
The orphanage that I build every week. That if you don't win, I destroy. A. It is illegal to wear a fake mustache that causes laughter in church. Or B. An ashtray is considered to be a deadly weapon, which is international.
I think B sounds like an after-the-fact thing. Like somebody killed somebody with an ashtray, and then somebody is like, well, I'm just going to give the defense that the guy had a very abnormally weak skull because an ashtray is not a deadly weapon. And then somebody said, like, well, let me call my fish swinging
I
scales.
will avenge my grandpappy's death. I'll make it a law. I'll take it to Washington. And then they, in a series of events that are condensed for time, the Senator Soft Skull passed the signature legislation.
And the fake mustache causing laughter in church sounds some European country like.
Dude, can you imagine the run that motherfucker had to be on in that church to
Before they
piss
passed
somebody
the law?
off so bad that they had to make a law?
It's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's right. I think B is American and A is Western European.
Yeah, I'm wait, you're saying A is European?
No, I'm saying yes. Yes, A is European.
No, I'm with you. That feels like one of them like EU laws that are like,
stop having
we must all now we define the weights and measures of murder instruments. Well, but Sven, under those logics, a ashtray would be a murder weapon, and so it shall be done.
Wait,
blah, blah, blah.
hold on. Are we on the same page? You're saying that's American, right?
Oh no, I was saying B is international.
Oh, no. I think B would be sensible because they would figure that out. I think B is an irrational thing after the fact. A feels international to me because, like, they have so many laws about, like, stop having hurt feelings and stop making other people think things. Like,
oh, yeah, no, I just figured there's somebody in Greensboro, North Carolina that was fucking just, like, on a tear, just fucking making everybody laugh.
I mean, we founded... it's the First Amendment, right? That's quite literally a law regarding free expression in a place of worship. I feel like that's about as un-American a law. Like, in fact, if there's one freebie gimme that Bryce is giving us, it's this one.
Mean old Reverend Dickentouch was just like, never in my church again. This is a house of worship, Bernard.
Okay,
Bernard.
but can't you picture all of that in like in Swedish,
Bernard?
Hold on, wait a minute.
or Turkish?
Or Bernard.
Oh man, hey man, Patrick Beja lives there. Don't.
I
Reverend Dickentouch.
I thought we would skate past that. I'm gonna need an answer from you guys. Which is the international law?
The fake mustache has to be.
I'm rolling with you.
Okay.
You're saying that A, it is legal to wear a fake mustache that causes laughter in church, is the international law?
That's right. Certainly ain't American.
Your answer is
Save that orphanage. Bullshit. You know what that is? That's my immigration alert going off. I don't even know this country no more. If you can't, I talked to a Frenchman today about this.
Now I do have to input the commands to kill all the orphans, but I will give you one last chance to guess what country an ashtray is considered to be a deadly weapon in to save all of those orphans.
I mean, Brian, there's really only one answer.
Canada.
You're abandoning the strategy?
It's Canada.
I, for one, will say it's France. I'll have the bravery to say it's France. You know they're all smoking there. They have all their deadly, like, how could this be a deadly weapon? It is just an ashtray.
Hey, where are my other striped shirts? The other striped shirts. Buy the beret.
I was just saying, America, murdering each other with ashtrays. This is fine.
Gentlemen, your combined answers.
Oh, fuck you.
What? No way! Was it French Canada?
Brian, I don't know why you gave up on the bit. It was France.
Okay, all right.
It's France. You set it up so perfectly and said nope. Justin read the room. It's France. Congratulations to all the orphans. Here's the your alive alarm. As we air this alarm, I want to thank Thomas Wadman one more time for putting this game together, as well as to Nick with a C for the title, Law Wars. Thank you, guys. We're going to send Thomas a free set of... Okay, we can turn that off. A free set of stickers from stickersordif.com. If you have a game that you want to play on the show, and you want to win some free stickers, go to mail@nightattack.tv. Send us a link, send us a doc, send us an idea for a game. And if we
also,
stickers.
New rule. All games only need to be 10 questions.
10 questions.
That's it. Anything else? If you have other things, then we can add them on, and they'll be bonus. But give us your best 10-question game.
And I'm going to say Thomas actually sent us like twice as many of these, but I can save these and use these again, or I can use it when I edit. I go and edit and make modifications to the game. So aim for about 10, but more is generally better. Thank you, Thomas.
It's always fine. But just give us your best. Like the 10 that kind of work the best together. It's always for the best. Hey, folks, what do you say we take a look at a little bit of Diamond Time?
Diamond Time is the portion of the Night Attack show where we pull out a salmon and waggle it in your face, or at least it used to be until that became illegal. Now it's the portion where we read your stories over at reddit.com/r/diamondclub or diamondclub.reddit.com. You'll see a sticky post right at the top.
B. Covert writes, don't be the only one not wearing a Marriott Marquis Carpet Diamond Club shirt during Night Attack Live at Dragon Con. Even if you're watching it over the internet, head on over YOLO420.com/diamond@dragon. I already got mine in the mail. I was rocking it earlier this week. Looks dope AF.
It looks good. And even if you're not into the bit, it's a pretty decent texture for a shirt.
Holy cow, in what must be a startling coincidence, a new Patreon. Hey, folks, Tall Beer Dude here. I have my newest board game up on Kickstarter and looking for your support. Incoming Transmission is a cooperative asymmetrical deduction game with scrambled communication and fun frustration with your allies. Metroid-style art and with code names... with the code names meets Robo Rally meets the Princess Bride Poison Goblet scene style of gameplay. We also, this sounds great. We also have an interactive campaign with a Twitch Plays Pokemon style run through for our backers. Oh man, if you did not see Twitch Plays Pokemon, that was truly something special. Find it at tinyurl.com/tallgame and leave a Diamond Club symbol that's less than greater than in our comments. Thank you for continuing support, dudes. That's tinyurl.com/tallgame. Could not be happier or prouder
and they've
of
already
our good friends, the Liptons.
They've already gotten funded. They've got 24 days left to go. I'm sure they have stretch goals that are going to be even great. Check it out.
Dude, I'll tell you what, hopefully... Look, Michael Lipton, while you're in the mood to invent games, invent one that's really easy for us to play right here on this show, and we'll play it a lot on the show.
Hell yeah. Dude, I'm pumped. I wanna back that shit.
Right.
How about this one? The Fake Meeks writes,
what?
Brian guested on my new podcast, The Fakest, this week, playing Marvin Zendler, consumer affairs reporter, investigating an infestation of killer bees at a local Thai restaurant. His performance is hilarious, quite a nostalgia trip for both of us. Listen at YOLO420.com/Brian Reports. I also posted a bonus clip from the next episode exclusively for my good friends at the Diamond Club.
Dude, it sounds
Yeah,
great.
we covered this in the post show. We looked at some old clips. No. When we talked about Marvin Zindler in the post show of a previous episode, so I got my head in the scene, and I honestly tried my very, very best to act like Marvin Zindler getting attacked by a bunch of bees. Oh, that's great. It was pretty fun.
I listened to the clip that they put up. It's well done. They got
It's
music,
really
they
well
got sound
produced.
effects. It's really good. I'm excited.
Fucking that show, The Fakest, is really funny, and I would highly recommend you listen from the beginning, because Bill Meeks has put, or theoretically, I'll say, whoever made The Fakest has had the craftsmanship of Bill Meeks, who is an amazing producer and a great talent, and I love every episode that comes out.
That's right.
Shall we take a moment?
Diamond Time, of course, is where you can shout out your project right here on the show. Head on over to reddit.com/r/Diamond Club. Big old sticky post at the top. But Brian, what do you say we take a very depressing trip down the movie draft minute?
France.
Welcome to your Movie Draft Minute, presented by CosmicRadio.tv for the week of July 16th, 2018. I'm your host, Roberto Villegas. And we have a new first place team, and if you've been following along, you can probably guess who it is, but if you haven't, let's go check the rankings and see who it is. Team Chips Bitch is in 6th place with Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation, bringing $50.3 million, bringing the total to $348.4 million. Team Core Killers is in 5th place with $452.2 million. Team Tell It Anyways in 4th place, $490 million. Team Night Attack is in 3rd place with Skyscraper, bringing $27.4 million, bringing the total to $649.5 million. Team DTNS is in 2nd place with $765.5 million. And in 1st place with a whopping $804.9 million, it's Team John Trekker. And that is your Movie Draft Minute for the week of July 16th, 2018.
All right, now, Justin, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that Justin thing where it's like they won fair and square. But I'm just going to say we can hold out hope. What if, and feel me out here, what if Mission Impossible Fallout made negative $300 million? Then we have a chance. What if somehow the movie came out and they paid everyone to see it and they said, we don't understand why our movie didn't make any money?
Exactly. And that's the wackiest Mission Impossible of all. Bah, 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 we're paying you to come to our movie. We are bad at making money. Make some money. Come to the show. Superman has a mustache. Here's $5. Go away after we watch the movie.
Why did you say Superman has a mustache? Oh, because
Superman's in the movie.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So it took me a second because I was trying to think of why Superman's mustache was making people laugh in church and why they made a law against it.
Oh my God, dude! Remember when Superman rolled into church and people kept fucking busting a fucking gut? Oh man, everybody was laughing so hard. They said, Superman, you'll never get away with this. We're making a law."
Congratulations, Team
Them,
John Traeger.
both of them. I'm the one who has to actually see these pieces of shit, and all I do is just get gloated on. I just get stunted on constantly by fucking John and Brett.
Just take your revenge by wearing a fake mustache, and then when they ask what it's about, you're like, "Oh, nothing. Would you like to pray?"
No, these motherfuckers, they got it. I'm just so annoyed that Skyscraper ate a pile of poop.
Yeah, it really did. But I don't know that would have helped us. I mean, let's say it made $200 million, they'd still blow right past us. They won this thing fair and square.
No, they didn't. They cheated. I could cheat so hard. These cheaters. I'm sick of them cheating. Man, I'm just so tired of them, like, cheating, though. Like, I mean, everyone else is following the rules, and these fuckers are just cheating.
Sorry. Is there a specific method? Would you like to pass a law? Is there something?
Yeah, I do. All right. Law of the first. Stop cheating, John. Law of the second. Stop cheating, Brett. Law of the third. Both of y'all. Knock it off with the cheating.
Law number 4. No, but for real.
Real. Knock it off. It's my omnibus. I'm passing it all together. All these laws.
I'm tying it to the funding of my giant statue of a middle finger pointed towards the general direction of both Brett and John. All right.
No, congratulations. They won again.
Hey, also-
Brett's on a real hell of a hot streak. Brett, I think, has won the last, 3 movie drafts. He's having another child. Great. All the blessings to him.
Yeah, no. We're really super excited about...
So excited. So excited.
It's just
Brett,
great. Now his new
congratulations.
adventure. He's going to cheat his way across couches across America.
Yeah. Everybody clip this. Thank you, Brett. Congratulations.
No, the bad sport alarm is going off, guys.
All right, what did we learn today? We learned that I guess I'm gonna record a cover with Penn Jillette of Digital Underground's "Do What You Like."
Was that even part of the show?
That's pre-show.
Pre-show. Look, it's an intentional thing. You got to make everybody who's listening for free feel bad and be like, wait, is that a real thing? And then they'll look it up online and they're like, oh, I wish I had this in my RSS feed every single time, and then I don't feel left out. You got to hold something back. And then you got to wear a mustache.
That's some shit. That's some shit you probably learned from fucking Big Mac. I'll tell you what. That's some smart stuff.
Big Mac. Oh, it took me a second. Yeah.
Hey, Justin, who are our bit bosses?
Hey, we learned that France, man. What's up with them and them ashtrays?
Yo, who's the bit boss? Bitty boss.
I'll tell you what. We're gonna find out. Dan Wally, Sandwich Brad, and DJ Fission going for the crown. DJ Fission is in the lead.
Wait a minute. Are they collaborating on a 420 extravaganza? What's going on here?
Yeah, Sandwich Brad and Dan Wally gave 420, but DJ Fission gave 2345. So have to pump it up.
Hey man, here's what I know for sure is we love you guys with all our hearts, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Oh, Echo Scope! So swipe!
Oh no, Echo Scope wins!
See you next Tuesday!
Yeah, that's what I said. Also, everybody but Echo Scope died of fire! The mustache.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.